2 Tower Chimps is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a chimps game using just 2 towers. In this video we're going to be doing this with the Pirate Lord and Popseidon. Starting off, we have our Buccaneer up and running here because, well, Mermonkey is not exactly what you call the strongest starting tower within the game. I would say when it comes to the starting towers, the Mermonkey is probably one of the weakest ones to try and carry on through the game. We got ourselves grape shots just so that we can have some spread damage, because at the moment we only had the dart and we could greatly appreciate the additional shrapnel projectiles being thrown about by fruits. Now these grapes are going to be lit, which is going to be key to our success here. Also, the only way for the Pirate Lord outside of their hook ability to be able to damage DDTs. Can you think of that? The only thing within the Pirate Lord's arsenal that it can use to damage DDTs are grapes on fire. Yellow balloons, better watch out for those. They are the most menacing of any kind of tower of a balloon possible. And let's pop down our Mermonkey here. Gonna need the Echo Sense network, and we can just about reach balloons up here, which is quite nice for the relatively short range of the Mermonkey here. Even in water, the Mermonkey still has a pretty short range, which is honestly one thing that I could say that if Ninja Kiwi is going to give this tower a buff, I would say just increase its range just a bit more, because it is really short even within the waters. Let's get ourselves Crow's Nest. Just let's not forget about that little upgrade there. For only 380, it is incredibly invaluable within a 2 Tower Chimps run. Can it still grapple DDTs without Crow's Nest? But again, it's still better to have it because of all the non-Moab class things. Purple balloons, a big threat to Mermonkeys, honestly. So when it comes to the middle class Mermonkey, this is what I think it is. Riptide Champion has the energy damage type. Arctic Knight and Poseidon has the plasma damage type. Whereas the ice balls where it fires out is the shatter type. I'm not too sure whether to get Riptide Champion first or just try and save ourselves a Monkey Pirates first, then go to Riptide Champion, then Arctic Knight. The placement for the Mermonkey really doesn't make sense right about now, just because of how much track we are covering with the Mermonkey, or pretty much non-existent amount of track. But once we go to Popseidon, the amount of range that the Mermonkey will have will increase. So it will go from making absolute zero sense right about now to be honest, it does make a bit of sense, don't you worry. Riptide Champion, that's going to help us out against the Moab class balloons, although only really when we get up to Arctic Knight will the Mermonkey along this pathway will actually do a decent bit of damage against Moab class balloons without using the Ice Jet ability. And here goes the rest of round 39. Sweet, round 40. Moab class, but you know what? We're just going to hook it since we don't have to worry about the hook ability for the next 10 rounds. The reason why I've chosen Winter Park is so that when the Popseidon uses their version of the Ice Jet ability, which bounces all over the map, because of the fact that there's these hedges here, it means that the ice balls can continuously do damage. Because what I've discovered, and I'm not too sure if this is true or not, but this is just from observation, is that after a certain period of time, the Popseidon's abilities with the ice balls darting around the map no longer do damage, especially if you really need damage against the bad. But if you have these hedges in the way here, I think it means that the damage doesn't actually go away as long as the projectiles are on the screen. I'm not too sure if that is technically true, but it's just from observations from trying to do a 2TC with these 2 towers. I find that other maps which are a bit longer without any boundaries on the outside let's have a little bit of a lacking in damage when it comes to the ability. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to actually click the Arctic Knight there. We did get a small range increase, which is quite nice. There goes the first Moab. Oh, they're making their way towards the exit. That's not good. Not good whatsoever. Come on, you can go down. Just like the other one of your kind, you can go down. Alas, it did. So when it comes to the middle path, Buccaneer, the cannon ship's grape damage increased from 2 to 3, whereas the cannon ship's cannonball damage increased 1 to 2. The Monkey Pirates' grape damage increased from 3 to 5. The Monkey Pirates' ability cooldown reduced from 50 seconds to 45 seconds. And the Pirate Lord's ability number of hooks increased from 3 to 6. Although now it requires 3 of the 6 hooks in order to grapple a ZMG. Hey, guess what? We can grapple essentially the entirety of round 97, which means you can take down the entirety of round 97 with just one ability. But then again, you could also say that about other abilities, but with Pirate Lord, that was never done before. Round 56 gone now. Round 58. Some of them are very close to making it to the exit, but guess what? We now have the Pirate Lord operational. And as I say, only gods exist on ships. Just look at this monkey right here with his hook, his eye patch, his manly beard, and his pirate hat. Honestly, that is the makings of a sea god. I mean, just look at this. You think you're some kind of Arctic mermaid warrior? How dare you? Or even you? Nah. You're no warrior. Only this is a warrior right here with his hook. By the way, this is hyperbolical, by the way. I'm not actually being serious here. Fortified Moabs will go down. So yeah, with the Pirate Lord, I still think like the update before Ninja Kiwi absolutely nuked the Pirate Lord's single target damage was like when the Pirate Lord is at its prime. So you can combine the buffs to the amount of hooks in which the Pirate Lord can have, alongside going back to one of the previous updates where the Pirate Lord was able to do an all pops chimps around 140. And yeah, it would definitely be probably the best version for Pirate Lord that it could ever be. Imagine pulling different aspects from different upgrades, putting them all into one update, and be like, this is the peak of every single tower within the game. Obviously, like with the Mermonkey, at this given point in time, we've only had one update to it, so therefore they will be both the worst and the best that they could possibly be. But obviously, after the patch, whenever it comes out, in order to fix Geraldo's shop bug, I think, yeah, I think the final harmonics, or even like the symphonic resonances charm, being like an object in which you can just put an infinite number of chilies on, yeah, that definitely needs to be patched as well. So I think right now, the final harmonic for like 2 Megapop scenarios, this is definitely at its absolute peak because of Geraldo. And because of Geraldo's own bug as well. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please be sure to hit the like button, comment, and if you've not done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. I will be going back to doing some 2 Megapop scenarios or 23 Megapop scenarios, which goes up to around 140, once Geraldo's current bugs are patched out, because I don't want people to think that I am using that bug in order to actually get a win for something that I feel is kind of undeserving. So I'm just going to wait and hold on until then. Using the Ice Balls ability, because that's quite nice. Well, it does kind of bounce around, but not in the same velocity as the Popseidon does, where it continuously bounces around rather than occasionally. But you did see from that one Ice Ball that goes up and down that these hedges work as a barrier so that they don't immediately disappear off screen. So let's say, for example, if we aim over here and we unleash the ability, it just pops around all over the screen, which is really nice. Okay, so let's put you back to your default position, and that's pretty good. So the only exit point is over here, or when the max amount of time when a projectile can be on the screen has disappeared, and just going to hook those BFBs, because we can hook in 6 BFBs. Or 6 DDTs, which is incredibly good, because now we can handle all of the DDTs on round 93. since there are 6 DDTs on round 93, and we used to only be able to hook half of them, imagine Ninja Kiwi turned around and says, you know what, I think the amount of DDTs you can hook are too much. Yeah, we're going to increase it so that it requires 2 hooks in order to grapple a DDT, even though the BFB is clearly bigger than a DDT. Like, the Moab and the DDT are pretty much around the same size, aren't they? Right, let's just grapple that one BFB there. And purple balloons. Literally the only true weakness to the middle path Mermonkey outside of the first 2 upgrades, because it can still actually damage them. But then again, at that stage it would be far too weak to retain that just to be able to pop purple balloons. Round 79. And I've also tried to test a Popseidon Permabrew 2 tower chimps, but the only round that stops that is round 62. Like on logs, there's just enough room in order to be able to activate the Popseidon's ability just before the first purple balloon escapes, and with enough RNG with the ice balls bouncing around on the screen, you will be able to actually impact all of the purple balloons. And because of the fact that Popseidon is permabrewed, it means that the ice balls can actually not be blocked by lead balloons. Without using any abilities, let's see what we can do against the ZOMG, because I am quite curious to see how much damage we are able to do before we can get the Popseidon. Yeah, not very good so far, but actually, you know what? Not. Oh, I was about to say not that bad, and then jinx myself. I'm going to aim you over here, actually, just so we get a little bit of focus damage. Although the ice balls will disappear, which is probably not the best idea. I should have probably kept it so that the ice balls are, well, all over the screen and all that jazz. We're going to be able to do this without using any hooks, so I'd like to use them on the next round when we're fortified. Are you kidding me? Blue balloons of every single kind of adversary. Well, at least it wasn't for goddamn yellow balloons. Right, ice balls? Come on, I aimed you up there. What? Is that part of the hedge not functional as a barrier? Oh my goodness sakes. They literally aimed up here. They didn't get stopped by the hedge. And we've got ceramic problems now. Okay, now what? That's a little bit better. Aim it over here, the Arctic Knight's ability. You can either have it so that it goes with the priority of the tower at that given point in time, or you can have it so that the tower fires in a fixed position with its ability. So now what I want to do is hook in as many fortifieds as I possibly... Oh my god, that yellow balloon almost disappeared. No, thank you. And thanks to where I put the Mermonkey in the first place, it means now we can cover pretty much this entire... Well, pretty much this entire square with the Popseidon. Very handy against DDTs. Can't believe that this otherwise cold Mermonkey with its visuals is able to have the plasma damage type, which is honestly an incredibly handy damage type to have in a 2-tower chimps, but definitely not as better as, let's say, the normal damage type. Also, in some cases, shatter can be very handy, so that you can actually handle purple balloons, but obviously there's also the weakness of the wonderful lead balloons. But again, shatter damage type while being permabrewed means that you have normal damage type. Hook 2 of those ZOMGs in, round 87. Come on now, come on now. How much damage can you do, Popseidon? Hell yeah, a lot of damage from our demigod. Pretty sure then probably is. I know what the paragon of the Mermonkey is. It's gonna be Sam in his Mermonkey uniform from the Update 44 teaser trailer. I am predicting it. In 2028, the Mermonkey Paragon will be released, and it will have Sam as the artwork for, even though the tower in-game is going to be completely different. 2027 predictions. 2028 predictions, sorry. Now the majority of the damage will be on the Popseidon rather than the Pirate Lord, even though the Pirate Lord will still be incredibly handy, especially for those goddamn round 99 camo regrow purples. Camo regrow purples, camo regrow purples. Can you say that multiple times throughout the night? Okay, let's just drag all of those in so that they're not a waste of our time, although they might have been handy for round 94. Oh well. It's not too bad. Let's grapple those. Just glad that they prioritized the ZMGs over anything else. I think their first priority when hooking is definitely DDTs, because obviously it can't grapple the bad. I mean, the Navar can grapple the bad, but that's only with its ability. Round 95. Pirate Lord taking care of the target so far, even though this can damage the leads. Okay. 30 DDTs to sink into the ocean, but then they won't like it. They don't like waste down into the ocean. In fact, they probably even don't like pirates for that matter, because they like throwing their stuff into the sea. Round 96 going very well here. Very, very well. And I only want to use the hook around 97 to grapple the first CMG if I can make it possible, just so that it can have time to then cool down. There we go. So that it can cool down, so we only have half the pierce in order to take care of throughout this entire round. Otherwise, it feels like we're just going to have ourselves a bit of a daunting time. Okay, I'm going to use the ability here, honestly, just to get a little bit of damage going. And we're doing a fair bit of damage against it, not going to lie. Oh, that's pretty good. That's excellent, actually. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I was hoping it would just be a tad longer. Okay, we're just going to keep using the Pirate Hook ability whenever we can on this round. But hopefully... Oh my goodness sakes, a Popseidon just took care of the rest of those ZMGs. Can we deal with the rest of it? Oh my goodness sakes, this round has been annihilated. The toughest round in the game of... Well, this... has been completely excavated by... Oh my god. Okay, there's this. Let's put you on strong, actually, so that then you're just handling the fortified DDTs. And then the others will then take care of the... Would you just stop and destroy them? Perhaps I need to hook some of them. Yeah, I'm going to hook some of them, honestly, and then you are going to take care of the rest, because the Popseidon ability is going to be very important for around 100. Okay. This is what I'm going to think is going to happen. We're going to use this ability probably twice, and then from there, we're just going to allow the Popseidon's ability to kind of rest, and then go from there. Okay. Balls again, flying all across the screen. We're even doing damage while the Popseidon's attack radius is not to be, well, where the bad is. And I think the reason why I'm going to not use the Popseidon ability again is very simple. I do want it to do enough damage, but then again, I also want to hook in everything that goes up here, and then hopefully I get the hook ability again for this CMG over here. Can we get it in time? Yes, we can. Now, you see, if we did the Popseidon ability, that means they would receive too much damage and they'll be able to travel to the exit, which is not ideal, let's just say that. So there we go, everybody. That is the Pirate Lord and Popseidon 2-Tower Chimps on Winter Park. A different map from the usual resort logs. Sometimes Cubism, sometimes Scrapyard, just to change the pace a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to have another map rather than the usual lot, but because of the usual lot, it means it's the most translatable for people who are starting out with 2-Tower Chimps to be able to, you know, find a combination. It's not always about finding the most difficult map in which a 2-Tower Chimps is possible on. Sometimes it's just having a nice time and all that jazz. So there you go, everybody. There is the code, and for those who say, well, why don't you enable the other crosspaths? Well, do you like no camo detection? I'm sure there are other combinations where it's like, you can give or take. But in most cases in 2-Tower Chimps, there's only going to be a set cross path in which you can use, because, well, that set cross path gives you camo detection. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below, and let me know what other kind of combination you'd like to see me do in the future. It could even be like a tier 4 of a Mermonkey, but I really do want to explore the 2 megapod scenarios. View tower type chimps is not possible just for Mermonkey because of a lack of lead popping potential until you get to Arctic Night. I really honestly wish that the Abyssal Warrior could pop leads. Anyways, it's gone on for long enough. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.